explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
Back now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. We're in the fourth quarter now with the Eagles in control of the football. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Crisp. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
At the 40-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., 40 yards. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles.
Conversion.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
And the 2-point conversion is
trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. First down, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Take over 1st and
good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Allen Robinson, 62 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
Will set up for
they seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got a feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play of the football.
That catch good. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Davion Taylor getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Well, here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with under pressure, and they got to him again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Complete to C.D. Lamb.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Breaks the tackle, now rally. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
A 34-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. The Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. And all our crew, I'm Brandon Gault. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
The Saints, first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Alvin Kamara on the carry. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
3rd down.
Steps away to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Nick Boyle.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Throwing on 1st down. Crisp eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Here are the Eagles now as they're going to go for 2.
Conversion.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 25.
Now Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Eagles have recovered.
The quarterback taken down.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he fields it cleanly. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Recovering by the...
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, Crisp. He'll fire it deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
The Eagles.
The 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over.
Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
The score, Eagles 24, Saints nothing.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He is good. Makes the score, Eagles 24. Saints 3.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game. And it's a well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So now again, the Eagles will go for 2.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
35-yard line.
Now a toss, Kamara left side. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing. Communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They go play action here on first down. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click. And I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st down, Crisp. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
To throw again, Crisp. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Crisp. He'll fire it deep for Rager. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Crisp. He'll fire it deep for Rager. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's Miami Dolphins who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
2nd down and 10.
Off the bootleg. Crisp. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Allen Robinson. 72 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more
like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
At their own 20.
So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Loss of 6 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves
tomorrow, maybe a little Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Eagles have recovered.
The quarterback sack.
I don't care what this right now.
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've got him in. Open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. This will be caught at about the 5.
The attempt at the two-point conversion.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Short throw into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
Again, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion.
This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Number 84.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle
from the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
A handoff to Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Joe Mixon. That's good for an easy.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
The ball carrier
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they are in position now with the lead in the 4th quarter of the NFC Championship game to become the first team ever to play a Super Bowl. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Eagles have recovered.
The quarterback.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The 3-yard line.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The extra point.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Off-play action. Crisp. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Off the play fake. Crisp. He'll fire it deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is a man. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
They go play action now. Wilson looking long for Thomas. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 36.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson, the open man here, Renfrow. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield. Every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This ball complete to Rager. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Rager. He got 29 yards that time. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Taken in the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks, I got homies that can sleep without 2, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it, walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit.